As people, this is Sifu Blapps of Warriors Wing Chun Kung Fu, and I'm here to talk about martial arts. And today we're going to talk about Wing Chun videos and technical videos. There's a video that was sent to me recently, and I just wanted to talk about the comments that were about Wing Chun, about the person doing Wing Chun or Jeet Kune Do. I'm not sure, but it was obviously he was using a wooden dummy in form, and then he showed the little techniques from the dummy on a person that was obviously part of his class, and obviously because he's bigger than the person, the people in the comments were saying things like, "Oh look, a bigger person taking down a little person. Oh look, it's so flappy techniques and lip-wristed techniques and blah blah blah." Yeah, the constant nonsense that we hear about Wing Chun, you know, because of the UFC and the MMA and all this kind of stuff, we haven't been too flamboyant and progressive in doing that martial art, doing that sport, because we're martial arts. We're people that are learning self-defense. It's about what happens in the street that we care about. Now, I'm going to show you the technique. I'm going to show you the form, and then we're going to see why people had a problem with it, or why they probably had a problem with it. So just set this up real quick. Okay. So here we go. This is Sifu George Hajnaras, I think his name is. Hajnasar, that's it. Okay. Okay, so he's obviously walking up to the Mukyan Jong, because the Mukyan Jong, the wooden man, can't walk up to him. He shows the side step parry techniques, and then steps to the side and does a low sweep to the back leg. Simple. And then he shows it on the opponent. Not a problem, you'd say. No problem. Okay. So from this point here, we see that he stepped to the side. So the frontal attack has come straight down the center. Now, this is normal for a Wing Chun person to do, straight down the center, straight line attack. While I stepped from the frontal attack to the side to engage 50% of the person's body. Okay, so once you understand what the dummy's about, the dummy cannot move towards you, so you have to move towards the dummy, and then that shows the approach of the person. The arms that are up there that he's parrying are person's striking techniques to your head. They're trying to strike you in the face to switch off the computer, the brain. Switch off the brain, you can't use the body. Sorted, you're knocked out. So we step outside of that, and outside the gate to the outside gate, from the inside to the outside gate, and then sweep the back leg. Now, the leg at the bottom there is just obviously the opponent's leg that stepped in, or you've stepped around, whatever, and you just do a kick to it. Now, obviously, the dummy is there, so you can do all kinds of techniques as much as you want all day long, and the opponent, the wooden man, will not have a problem with you. Okay, because that's what it's like. It's like a modern day Bob. Now, obviously, Wing Chun is about 300 years old, 350 years old. So obviously, they didn't have bobs back in their time. They had sandbags and they had rice bags, and they put all kinds of stuff in there to toughen the hands and stuff like that. When you see the opponent put up their hands, when you see the Wing Chun person parry the hands, they're just parrying the hands. They're not hitting back. Now, a normal Wing Chun exponent might punch you 3-4 times in the face, then sweep you down. If this was a regular street technique, okay, because you've attacked them, you show that you want to hurt them, so they're going to aggress back to you and do regular Wing Chun. Let's see it again. Now you know all this. Let's see it again. So the opponent comes up, you sidestep, sweep the back leg. Simple thing. Now people on the street, where I've been on the door 30+ years, right? I think my camera's frozen. Okay. I've been on the door 30+ years, and I've been attacked, as you can probably imagine, hundreds of times. People start out techniques, they're sloppy with their techniques. They're not martial artists. When martial artists are out on the booze, they don't get into trouble to use their martial arts. Okay, they're normally going home, and a person comes up to them who is out of their mind, drunk or not stable, basically not compass mentis, and they get attacked, and it's always sloppy like this. You might do a haymaker, they might do, oh, you lunging, and this is how it comes, straight down your face, straight to your head, because that's what they're aiming for. They're not punching to the stomach. They're not going to the legs to try and take you down. They're already unsteady. So these ain't people that are practice martial arts, because practice martial arts don't go around looking for fights. Now, if you fight someone, if you go up to someone randomly, like me, in the street, minding my own business, and you attack me, you don't look at me and say, oh, that big man over there can kick you in the head, or that big man over there is it's just look at a big man. That's all you see is big black guy come up to you. You come up to the big black guy and say, all right, give me a watch, or you're randomly going to throw stuff. You're not going to square off and say, all right, what do you do, mate? What martial art do you know? You're not going to do that. It's a random opportunist, thug, robber, idiot on the street, and you have to deal with them. And most of the time they do something, you do your normal reaction, which is bam, 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 and they're on the ground, and you get out the place. You run away. You get out the area. Simple thing. You're not, where is that? All right, come on, jiu-jitsu man. Let's have a fight. I'm a Wing Chun man. You're a Taekwondo geezer. You're a Muay Thai man. Let's see what you got. Now, when you're in that sporting arena, you know the person opposite you and the referee in between you constitutes an area where you're going to be brucking up a man. And it's all for the entertainment of the people around you. Tournament, same thing. Fight on the street is different because you just mind your own business. You know, I'll meet you on the street, geez. What do you do? What martial art? It don't happen like that unless you come to a fightme.uk.com venue where you go online and I'll tell you about that later if you want. But anyway, fightme.uk.com, pro gaming and fighting. We find you a sparring opponent. Anyway, yeah. So you're in the moment, and a person attacks you, then you do your stuff. You react. Pro-reactivity, a.r.m.s, which is what I teach, Wing Chun, pro-reactive martial arts self-defense. So it's absolute reality martial system. Okay, it's designed to use whatever you know as a reactive to whatever attack comes in, and you react offensively and then get out of the situation as soon as possibly. But it doesn't only teach you that, it teaches you how to understand what attackers want from you and how they're going to attack and when they're most likely to attack and what situation you're more likely to be in when you get attacked. Okay, because life is life, and you don't just go around with your pads on or and a nice little matted area for you to fall on, and no and rules. There's rules in life. The rule is survive, but the rule in a dojo or your kun or your a tournament is that there's been mats, there'll be referees to stop you and points to be awarded and trophies to be won. No, in the street, your trophy is you live. That's all, and that's it. That's all you're taught. In a.r.m.s, you're taught to survive the situation. Someone brings out a knife, think someone's about to get cut, and it might be you. So get ready for that. This is reality, absolute reality. You may have to disarm that guy, take the knife, and cut them up a bit to stop them from further attacks. You may have to kill that person to save your own life or someone you're here to defend. Your son, daughter next to you, or auntie, uncle, whatever. It might be another martial artist you're protecting, doesn't matter. So it's all about understanding what the reality of the situation is, and Wing Chun does nothing but deal with reality. Okay, now if you want to get into sport, I've done Sandar tournaments, been very successful. I've had students doing Sandar tournaments, very successful. Sandar is an arena where you test yourself. It's also a full contact. You also know that the opponent it knows what they're doing because they're normally someone else note of a championship in their area, an international championship, and in the world arena to show them. So I've gone all the way to the highest echelons of it, and I've been very successful. I've been fine. Okay, I did my testing on the street. I did my testing in tournaments. I did my self testing in the student as a student growing up, and the testing on the street growing up, and through the tournament circle growing up. So, and on security, going to security. So I understand what a real fight is, and I'm telling you, Wing Chun is probably going to prepare you for life much more effectively and efficiently and thoroughly than other martial arts with a thought to go into sport. Okay, so you might be a great sportsman and able to mash out and knock out people and blah, 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 and a person that is obviously capable of doing it back to you. But in real life, you're an a-hole. You see what I'm saying? Wing Chun, other martial arts don't teach you to become an ass. They teach you to become an upright citizen. So why would you be going out attacking random people on the street? It don't make no damn sense to me. It don't make an iota of sense. Now, when people think about, oh, Wing Chun response is always flippy flappy, it's made by a woman. You do understand that. And when I say to you men, I would rather fight a man than a woman. You have obvious, and you say, nah, women are weak, women are this, women are that. You don't know women then. You've never had a fight with a woman. You never had a woman attack you, blah, blah, blah. Now, when men attack each other, it's always, come on, mate. Bling, yeah, that's nice. Bling, 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 yeah, nice. That's good. Nice one, mate. Let's go and have a beer. You got me a good one there. Yeah, no, nice one. Women don't have that. Women are being attacked. They understand they're being violated. So they're like, how dare you? With their response, they'll rip at your face. They'll tear at your hair. They'll bite you. They don't care. They'll pick up something and kick you in the head with. They don't care. Their response is to annihilate you. Now, a person on the street might do some nice digs and punches and kicks in the head as well. They're violent as well. But they prefer, oh, he's had enough, mate. He's had enough. It's all right, blah, blah, blah. Nah, not women. No, not women. My dad was a martial artist. I'd rather my dad beat me and deal with me than my mum. Right? And my mum don't know martial arts. So I'll leave you that. I'd rather be attacked by my three brothers who all do martial arts than be attacked by my mum who don't know nothing but is in the kitchen. I'll say that. Okay, so if you people don't understand what Wing Chun is trying to show you, or Jeet Kune Do is trying to show you by using the concepts of Wing Chun, then you shouldn't go into the comments. You'll just be a sycophant to all these other idiots that don't understand Wing Chun and don't understand why it's so popular and don't understand why it's so effective and don't understand why it's so practical and don't understand why it's so thorough in the knowledge of fighting, because we've pressure tested it. We're not out here, flippy flappy people. We're out here to brutalize you. You think you're going to violate my students that I've taught? They're taught by me, a person who's been through it, and I'm teaching them so they don't have to go through it and don't have to accept anyone trying to hurt them. You understand? You try to violate one of my students, see what happens. Right. But anyway, it's not about that. It's more about understanding yourself and understanding how because you can walk the street more confidently and not get attacked because you know this stuff. Because you're a martial artist that's trained for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, you become more competent and therefore you have more control of your actions and yourself. So as a martial artist, you wouldn't be attacking people randomly like this, just out of anger, blah, blah. Or you, mate, come here. It's not going to happen. So when these people are doing it, it's because they've seen a little UFC and they think I could do that, and then they try it. Okay. And normally, because everyone knows a martial artist, you're going to come up against someone that knows what they're doing and will destroy you in 2.5 seconds like this guy did. Okay, so it's obviously he's going to do it to students. And he's a big guy, so everyone's smaller than him. You see what I'm saying? I've had this all my life, but people don't get it. You know what I mean? Small people attack me on the door all the time because they've got a bit of drink and the S grows on their chest and the cape comes out in the neck. You know? So stop dissing Wing Chun. It's boring. We know what we're doing. Don't worry about us. You keep on with your stuff, and we'll keep on with ours. You will be happy. Jolly true peeps. Till the next time. Have a good one. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace. Sifu Blapps is out.